Her dom is really starting to shine when he gets into his dominant headspace. He definitely enjoys the energy, and when he goes from vanilla him to daddy, it's incredible to see him take charge and call the shots, and I'm total putty. But sometimes I get this little giggle when he gets me amped up, especially if I'm in trouble. I'm not laughing at him by any means. I just get excited to the point of giddiness. He says it's cute, but I worry I'm ruining the serious mood if he's being stern and I'm choking on a fit of giggles. I've tried telling myself mentally to not giggle, but the more I think don't giggle, the worse it gets. More than once we've stopped our play because he started laughing too, and we just end up cuddled up laughing at nothing, which is adorable, and keep having those sessions. That's great. This is the cutest question ever, right? So, we ended up cuddling and laughing at nothing. Any tips or tricks for how to stop giggling when I shouldn't? Okay, I know. Cute, right? Cute. So here we go. My first observation is, and correct me if I'm wrong, but to me, it seems like the giggling is a defense mechanism, Moon Pie. And I say that because what I wrote earlier, the giggling seems to be a nervous defense mechanism preventing you from being fully vulnerable and present with your partner and responding to his arousal in a vulnerable way. True? Okay. So let's just start there. That was my initial insight, that this giggling is a defense mechanism for you. And it's defending you from being fully exposed, from being fully seen. Think about it. Is it more vulnerable to genuinely show and tell and express to your partner just how aroused you are? Or is it easier and feel more safe to just be nervous and giggle? And that is kind of my thinking behind this. Is the laughter seems to be something to prevent you or protect you from being fully exposed and from actually, perhaps, even owning your sexuality as a woman. That you are a sexy woman. That you are a sexual woman. And that daddy mode turns you the fuck on. Okay, there it is. So, saying something out loud is so awkward. Okay, you said in your question, you're worried you're going to ruin the serious mood. And now you're saying you're worried it'll come out wrong. I think both of those worries point to a deeper root. Just like we pointed out with Queen Maeve, that there was a deeper root going on. This worried that it'll come out wrong or worried that you're ruining the serious mood, it sounds to me that it's actually a fear. And again, correct me if I'm wrong, Moon Pie, but it sounds to me intuitively that this is a fear of making your partner feel inadequate and discouraged and subsequently losing that kind of play and connection. Yes. We're banging on all cylinders tonight, chat. Just call me a sharpshooter. He's gotten so much more comfortable in his skin. I don't want to take that away from him. You can't. You can't. You know that quote by Eleanor Roosevelt? Was it? That no one can make you feel inferior without your consent? No one can make him feel uncomfortable in his skin without his consent. No one can make him feel less dominant without his consent. You're trying to control how he feels rather than just letting him feel. Because there's this fear attached here That's why you're viewing this through a judgmental and shameful lens that you shouldn't giggle. You said that a couple of times. You said, when I shouldn't giggle, I'm worried, I'm going to ruin the mood, everything like that. You're attaching this judgmental and shameful lens. It might be a defense mechanism, but why shouldn't you laugh? Why shouldn't you giggle? You want him happy and get scared you'll mess that up somehow. Okay. Well, you have to really understand the fact that you can't make anyone feel anything. That's codependency and control. Now, you can create an environment that welcomes in good energy and welcomes in happiness, but you can't make him feel anything. So here are your options, Moon Pie. If you are genuinely still right now too shy with your words, or you don't really know what to say in the moment, get in your head about it, and you default to the giggling, I don't think there's anything wrong with the giggling. If you're working through being a little bit more vocal and brave with your words, I think maybe the giggling can help be a bridge to get you there, but only if you take off that judgmental and shameful narrative. Because I'm going to tell you the truth, Moon Pie, you start getting in your head, it's going to make him get in his head. That's going to diminish dominant happiness. He sees that you are locked up and uncomfortable. It's going to impact his dominant happiness. He thinks that you don't trust him enough or feel safe or comfortable enough to show him your arousal, to be vulnerable and intimate. It's going to hurt his dominant happiness. So you trying to be codependent is doing what you don't want to do. As a dominant, the most bliss I personally ever get is watching my subs bliss out. It's just watching them turn to putty in my hands where they don't have a thought in their mind. They're not trying to plan or predict or troll. They can't even fucking remember their own name or how to speak English. That's my goal. That's what I'm looking for. Exactly. And to that point, Mommy Cass, that's another thing that I wrote down here is this is also part of his responsibility. How does he want to handle you when you get giggly? That's up to him. That's not up to you. If he thinks the giggling is adorable, what if, let's just think about this, Moon Pie. Because he's saying that it's cute. You said in your question, he says it's cute, but this is what he thinks, but this is what I think. That's not very submissive, Moon Pie. Calling you out a little bit, girlfriend. Calling you out a little bit. I love you. Let me read that again. He says it's cute, but This is how he thinks about it, but This is how he views me, but I view myself this way. Do you trust him? Do you trust him? Do you trust that he thinks it's cute? Because here's the thing. If he thinks it's cute, even if it is a defense mechanism right now, if he thinks it's cute, what if every time he sees you get all giggly and blushy, it just revs him up and he's like, I want to see what else I can do to make her giggle and blush. What if it's really revving him up? But yet you are going, I shouldn't giggle. I need to perform the way that I feel like I need to perform, even though he says he likes it and it's cute. I don't believe that, and I need to perform how I need to perform. You feel me, Moon Pie? Do you trust him? Performative receiving. Mommy Cass, such a good student. That's the thing. Do you trust him? And if you trust him, you have to trust him. And that means letting go.